In a world teeming with diverse personalities, encountering toxic individuals is as unavoidable as the changing seasons. But here's a provocative thought. While we can't control the presence of these people in our lives, we can certainly transform the way we respond to them. Many of us hold on to the belief that simply ignoring toxic behavior is the silver bullet. Yet, how often does this strategy leave us stewing in silent frustration, or worse, exploding when our patience finally wears thin? Consider the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher who once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This powerful statement invites us to look beyond the immediate gratification of reaction and toward the enduring strength of character. But how do we achieve this lofty ideal in the face of real-world negativity? I invite you, dear viewers, to reflect on your encounters with toxicity. Think about the emotions these interactions stirred within you and how you wished you could have responded. Share your experiences in the comments below as we embark on this journey of transformation together. By the end of this video, you will not just survive your encounters with toxic people. You will thrive, equipped with 11 smart, Stoicism-inspired strategies. These techniques promise not only to change the way you interact with the world around you, but also to enrich your inner life, fostering a sense of peace and resilience that no external force can disrupt. Let's dive into these transformative strategies, shall we? Number 1. Understand what makes people toxic. At the core of our journey is the Stoic practice of understanding rather than judgment. Before we can effectively deal with toxic individuals, we must first recognize what constitutes toxic behavior. Such individuals often thrive on creating chaos, belittling others, deflecting responsibility, and manipulating feelings to serve their own needs. This behavior not only disrupts our peace, but can also significantly affect our mental and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the surface. Understanding that toxic behavior often stems from deep-seated pain, insecurity, or unmet needs. While this doesn't excuse their actions, it offers us a perspective that fosters empathy rather than anger. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to look within and consider our own faults, urging us to respond to others with patience and understanding, even when faced with negativity. By comprehending the roots of toxic behavior, we equip ourselves with the knowledge to navigate these challenging interactions more wisely. This understanding doesn't weaken our resolve, but strengthens our ability to maintain inner peace amidst external turmoil. It's about recognizing the humanity in everyone, even those who seem intent on spreading negativity. As we move forward, remember that understanding toxic people is the first step in transforming our response to them. With this foundation, we're better prepared to apply the Stoic principles that will guide us through the rest of our strategies. Number 2. Control your perception. In the realm of Stoicism, the power to control our perception stands as a beacon of strength. It's a simple yet profound truth. We may not have the power to change a toxic person's behavior, but we can certainly control how we perceive their actions. This isn't about turning a blind eye to negativity, but about reframing our reactions so that they don't control us. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, eloquently stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When faced with toxicity, our immediate reaction might be frustration, anger, or even despair. However, by consciously choosing to perceive these situations differently, we can maintain our peace. For instance, instead of seeing a toxic remark as a personal attack, we can view it as a reflection of the speaker's own struggles and insecurities. This shift in perception allows us to respond rather than react. It gives us the space to decide whether to engage, disengage, or simply offer compassion from a distance. By controlling our perception, we become architects of our emotional landscape, building resilience against the storms of negativity. Remember, the goal isn't to change others, but to fortify ourselves. Through this Stoic practice, we cultivate a serene mind, undisturbed by the tumult of the world around us. Number 3, set healthy boundaries. One of the most effective shields against toxicity is the establishment of healthy boundaries. This Stoic principle emphasizes protecting our inner peace rather than attempting to change someone else's behavior. Boundaries are not barriers of separation, but rather declarations of self-respect and self-care. Stoicism teaches us the importance of understanding what is within our control and what is not. While we cannot control the actions of others, we can certainly dictate the terms on which we engage with them. Setting boundaries is an act of wisdom, recognizing that our energy and peace of mind are precious resources not to be squandered. Practically, this might mean limiting the time you spend with someone who drains your energy, choosing not to engage in certain topics of conversation, or even stepping away from relationships that are consistently harmful. It's crucial to communicate these boundaries clearly and calmly, without malice or the intention to hurt the other person. By setting boundaries, we honor our values and nurture our well-being. This act not only benefits us, but can also serve as a gentle reminder to others about the importance of respect and mutual understanding. Remember, setting healthy boundaries is not a one-time action, but a continuous process of self-reflection and adjustment, always aiming for balance and peace in our interactions. Number 4, practice forgiveness. Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective on forgiveness, viewing it not as a sign of weakness, but as a powerful tool for personal liberation. Forgiving those who exhibit toxic behavior doesn't mean condoning their actions or allowing them to continue unchallenged. Instead, it's about freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment and anger that can weigh heavily on our hearts and minds. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, teaches us that harboring anger is akin to holding on to a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. By practicing forgiveness, we release ourselves from this pain. This process involves acknowledging our emotions, understanding the context of the other person's actions, and consciously deciding to let go of our grievances. Forgiveness is also about recognizing our shared humanity. Everyone makes mistakes, and while some actions are undoubtedly harmful, clinging to bitterness only harms us further. By choosing to forgive, we not only cultivate inner peace, but also open the door to healthier relationships and interactions. It's important to remember that forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, compassion, and most importantly, a commitment to personal growth. As we practice forgiveness, we embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, leading us towards a more fulfilled and serene life. Number 5, choose your battles wisely. A key tenet of Stoicism is discerning between what is within our control and what isn't, guiding us to invest our energy wisely. In dealing with toxic people, this means understanding that not every battle is worth fighting. Some confrontations can drain our energy and peace of mind without bringing any resolution or benefit. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus advised, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This wisdom encourages us to live out our principles rather than wasting time trying to prove a point to someone unwilling to change. Choosing your battles wisely means asking yourself whether the issue at hand will matter in the long run, whether engaging will improve the situation, and whether it's within your power to change the outcome. When we choose our battles wisely, we conserve our energy for the things that truly matter: our personal growth, our loved ones, and our contributions to the world. This doesn't mean we avoid all conflict. Rather, we approach it strategically, ensuring that our actions are aligned with our values and the greater good. Embracing this Stoic practice helps us navigate the complexities of human relationships with grace and equanimity, focusing on building a life of virtue and meaning, rather than getting caught in the quagmire of endless disputes. Number 6. Develop compassion. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or displaying indifference to the struggles of others. Quite the opposite. It encourages the cultivation of compassion, especially towards those who may seem undeserving. Toxic behavior, at its core, often springs from suffering, fear, or misunderstanding. Developing compassion means striving to see the pain behind the facade of hostility or negativity. Marcus Aurelius, a beacon of Stoic wisdom, urged us to meet others with understanding and kindness. He believed that no human being is perfect, and that we all are fighting our own battles, visible or not. By adopting a compassionate stance, we not only alleviate some of the burdens others carry, but also liberate ourselves from the cycle of anger and resentment. Practicing compassion involves active listening, withholding judgment, and offering kindness, even when it's challenging. It's about recognizing the common humanity that binds us all, despite our flaws and mistakes. This doesn't imply allowing toxic behavior to go unchecked, but approaching it from a place of empathy, seeking solutions that heal rather than harm. Remember, compassion is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to strength. It's a choice to respond with love and understanding, fostering a more harmonious and supportive environment for everyone involved. Number 7. Focus on your own virtue. In the face of adversity, Stoicism teaches us to turn inward and focus on cultivating our own virtue. This means striving to be the best version of ourselves, regardless of the external circumstances or the behavior of others. Virtue in Stoicism encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. It's about acting in accordance with reason and for the common good, even when confronted with toxic behavior. The idea is not to become indifferent to the actions of others, but to recognize that our true power lies in how we choose to respond. By focusing on our own virtue, we ensure that our peace of mind and moral integrity are not contingent on the behavior of those around us. This internal focus provides a sense of stability and resilience that external forces cannot shake. Living virtuously means making choices that reflect our values and contribute to our well-being and that of our community. It involves daily practices of self-reflection, setting intentions, and acting with purpose. When we prioritize our own virtue, we set a standard for ourselves and inspire those around us to consider their own paths. Embracing this Stoic principle empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace and to foster environments where positivity and growth can flourish. It's a commitment to personal excellence that transforms not only how we deal with toxic people, but also how we engage with the world at large. Number 8. Use silence as a shield. Silence, often overlooked, is a potent tool in the Stoic arsenal for maintaining tranquility amidst toxicity. The decision to remain silent is not about submission or avoidance, but about choosing a response that preserves our inner peace. Stoicism teaches us the value of thoughtful non-engagement, recognizing when words might escalate a situation rather than resolve it. The strategic use of silence can be seen as an embodiment of the Stoic principle of action with purpose. By refraining from responding to every provocation, we conserve our energy for matters that truly deserve our attention and effort. Silence in this context acts as a shield, protecting us from the negative impacts of engaging in fruitless exchanges. Moreover, silence can often convey a message more powerfully than words. It can signal to the toxic individual that their behavior has no impact on our state of being, thus diminishing their influence over our emotions. This form of non-reactive stance requires practice and mindfulness, but becomes a profound source of strength once mastered. Incorporating silence into our interactions allows us to reflect on the best course of action, guided by reason and virtue. It's a reminder that sometimes the most effective response is no response at all, granting us serenity in the face of adversity. Number 9. Seek supportive communities. Stoicism recognizes the strength that lies in community and the importance of surrounding ourselves with supportive, positive individuals. In dealing with toxic people, finding refuge and strength in a community of like-minded individuals can be immensely healing and empowering. These communities provide a space where we can share our experiences, gain different perspectives, and receive encouragement and understanding. Engaging with supportive communities doesn't mean we're seeking echo chambers that only affirm our viewpoints. Rather, it's about connecting with people who embody the virtues we aspire to and who encourage our growth and well-being. Such communities can be found in various forms, be it a group of friends, family, online forums, or local clubs that share your interests or values. The Stoic principle of mutual support underscores the idea that we are not meant to navigate life's challenges alone. By contributing to and drawing from the collective wisdom and strength of our community, we can better face the difficulties posed by toxic individuals. This sense of belonging and shared purpose not only bolsters our resilience, but also amplifies our capacity for compassion and understanding. Remember, seeking and nurturing connections with others is a profound expression of our humanity and a testament to our commitment to living a virtuous life. Let's cherish and cultivate these communities, recognizing them as vital sources of strength and inspiration. Number 10. Reflect regularly on your experiences. Regular reflection on our experiences, particularly those involving toxic individuals, is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. This introspection isn't about dwelling on past grievances or plotting future retaliations. Instead, it's a constructive process aimed at understanding our responses, identifying lessons learned, and recognizing opportunities for personal growth. The Stoics valued the practice of evening reflection, a time to ask oneself questions like, what did I do well today? What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Applied to interactions with toxic people, this practice helps us to see beyond the immediate emotional reactions and to understand the deeper dynamics at play. It encourages us to consider our role in these interactions and how we might respond more virtuously in the future. Reflection also fosters a greater awareness of our values and how we can live in alignment with them, even in challenging circumstances. By regularly examining our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement and resilience. This Stoic habit of reflection is a powerful tool for personal development. It not only aids in navigating the complexities of human relationships, but also enhances our overall sense of well-being and purpose. Number 11. Maintain a sense of humor. A sense of humor can be a surprising but effective strategy in dealing with toxic people, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics understood that laughter and lightheartedness could serve as a buffer against the hardships of life, including the challenges posed by difficult individuals. Humor has the power to diffuse tension, create distance from the situation, and remind us not to take things too personally. Seneca, despite his serious teachings, advocated for the occasional indulgence in laughter and jest, recognizing its value in maintaining mental health and perspective. When faced with toxicity, finding humor in the absurdity of situations or in our own reactions can help to alleviate stress and prevent us from becoming too entrenched in negativity. Of course, this doesn't mean making light of genuinely harmful behavior or using humor to belittle others. Rather, it's about allowing ourselves to find moments of joy and levity, even in challenging circumstances. This approach can transform our perspective, making us more resilient and flexible in the face of adversity. Incorporating humor into our lives encourages a more joyful and less stressful existence, aligned with the Stoic aim of living in harmony with nature. And human nature is, after all, inherently flawed, yet wonderfully absurd. Final reflections, transforming our approach to toxicity. As we've navigated through these 11 smart, Stoicism-inspired strategies for dealing with toxic people, it's clear that the wisdom of the Stoics is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. From understanding what makes people toxic to maintaining a sense of humor, each strategy offers a unique perspective on transforming our interactions and ourselves. Incorporating these practices into our daily lives doesn't promise an overnight transformation. However, they set us on a path of growth, resilience, and inner peace. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its practicality. It provides tools not just for enduring life's challenges, but for thriving amidst them. I encourage you, dear viewers, to experiment with these strategies. See which ones resonate with you and integrate them into your responses to toxic individuals and situations. Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's foster a community of support and learning. Remember, the goal isn't to change others, but to cultivate such a profound sense of peace and virtue within ourselves that the toxicity of others loses its power over us. Let's leave with a final thought from Seneca. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach. Together, we can transform our interactions, our perspectives, and ultimately, our lives.